because it's all going to result in more income. It's just that we need 90,000 to buy the dairy before we start. If there's a dairy on the map, I can't remember if there's a dairy on the map, that's a problem. If there isn't a dairy on the map, then we're going to have to buy the placeable extension area and a dairy, which obviously is a little bit more money. Or I just, we just sell milk for now, and eventually, I suppose we could look it up. The nice thing about the dairy, if there is a dairy on the map, then it's a place where you can sell the milk, obviously. So it would be listed as places where you get income from selling milk. Okay. Ooh, that bale's a little bit close there. Yeah, I thought it was. Six, 7, 8, 9, and done. Milk. Milk. See, we already have 5,300. Supermarket export dairy. So there is a dairy. We own the bakery, so we can't sell anything at the bakery unless we decide to produce cake. And I don't have all of the stuff we need to make cake. We need sugar as well, which means we would need sugar beet. And there is a sugar mill, so you can buy the sugar mill too. And I think if we get into sugar beets, we will probably buy the sugar mill immediately because it's free storage for the sugar beets, among other things. So yes, there is a dairy. We could buy the dairy and start making cheese and... I was going to say cheese and wine. Cheese and butter. Which is... again, increases our income, and we are going to be producing so much milk that maybe it makes sense to. Okay, let us jump into the JCB. Oops, left the engine on, not my tractor, doesn't matter. And which side? This side. Side. Not ideal. So I'll move this out of the way so we can finish the baling. Oh, this is barley. So barley is lighter. We're going to get far more capacity in the trailer. This should fit no matter what. Okay, let's move this all out of the way. Fold that up. We can also fold that up. We can turn that. Let's put it in drive and then turn it off. Then it won't beep at us. And to be fair, I think the best plan is to just finish the baling, then do the collecting all in one trip. Now, one of the good things is there is now a cheap option, kind of cheap option, for whole crop silage. The problem is forage headers. You need that. That has no power requirement, and it cuts grass, corn, things, stuff, and other stuff. We could then get a mower on the front of it, which is one of those. That allows us to cut grass, and doesn't tell me how much horsepower it needs. And you can get a chopper which needs 375 horsepower, which cuts maize. These don't cut maize, these do cut maize, but they cut all the crops. This cuts all of the same crops plus grass, so 6.2. That's 4.5, that's 4.5, that's 4.5. That's 6 meters, needs 580 horsepower. So once we get up to 6 meters, then just don't. That's 580. That's 4.5, 375, 375, 375. So 375 horsepower. If we had a tractor that did that, we could go and get that. That plugs on front of your tractor. That plugs on the front of that thing, and you can blow silage into a silage trailer. So for 375 horsepower, probably looking at big tractors, aren't we? Yeah, big tractors. We can actually run a fairly cheap forage harvester setup, and we can use this for a big mowing setup as well. So a little bit more flexible if we get a tractor rather than the forage harvester. If we get forage harvester, you're stuck. However, I could get the mower attacher, and because it does all the grains, we could end up making whole crop silage as and when we need it with a 400 horsepower tractor. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the dairy is up on the northern road. Or maybe on the road that well, either way. We either turn out of the yard and turn right, or we turn out of the yard and turn left. I believe that gets us to the dairy. And I think the dairy's about 90,000, so it's a little bit more than the money we have in the bank, but it's not more than the amount of money the bank will loan us if we ask nicely. Alrighty, so we're going to get one more bale out of this. We are going to get one more bale out of this. This is a bit of a light strip. And then I will catch the rest, because we can use it later to merge into a silage bale. And we left the blinky lights on the harvester, not to worry. So we're coming up to 4 o'clock now. Close that up. Drive out into the fields just because it's that much easier. Oh look, patch of straw, we missed it, never mind. Down one. So less than 24 bales, that's good. I don't have to come back to collect any more. So as soon as we drop off the crop at the grain elevator, we can haul all of this back to the yard and then probably hitch the bale shredder up to this tractor. I got bale spike on the front of the Massey Ferguson, so we'll use that to pick up the bales and put them where they need to be. One is 20. Can't remember if there's another bale to my right along the top end. Oh yeah. Is there another bale to my right at the top end? No. We actually managed 24 bales out of all those contracts. So, yay, result. Take a slow turn and... oh, we are done with the bales. I'm going to park this behind the Massey Ferguson and hopefully when it follows me home grain cart, there's the grain cart. Yeah, when the bale cart follows me home it won't get stuck and we'll all get back together. Alrighty, it's a lot of corn. Actually, that is a lot of corn. That's 3 full fields of it. Oh, 4-wheel steering. Oh, and a heavy trailer. So yeah, 22,000 litres of barley in the back because barley doesn't weigh as much as wheat. And wave at the car driver as we go past. So we do have some flour to sell. Again, I'm probably going to wait until 3rd day of August before we do our sellings. We have tomatoes and flour, and we'll have to take a trip down to the bakery and grab some bread, 2 pallets of bread. And I believe this is where we're delivering today. So this one is going to give us bonus income. Because it's not a production facility that we own. And fortunately no collision on the roof. And £550 of bonus income. Woo woo. Saving content. We can now go to contracts and 2,860 because we borrowed the equipment, and 1,400 because we borrowed the equipment. Actually, I should have gone that way. Going to drive the Land Rover back to the farm. We'll go this way and see how that first contract field has done. I think probably 5 o'clock is the next update of contracts, which means potentially, oops, and we go back to the annoyance of hedges. So I don't think the field will have changed yet. Might have done. That was the wrong way. Another nice little house here that could be used as a sleep trigger. Okay, get out. forgot we came out that far down. So it's entirely possible that when we come through this field next time, it will not be all stubble, it will be either cultivated or limed, or both. We might have the opportunity to cultivate it, but that will eliminate very, very quickly. We don't have a cultivator, so I have no intention of cultivating any of the fields at this stage. So yes, this might be the dairy. Yep, dairy. So yeah, that's kind of more convenient than the grain mill is. I did not look to see how much it costs, of course. Where is... there's the purchase point. It's only 70,000. I can actually afford that. But then again, that's 70,000, and then I don't have a lot of money left in the bank. And we would have to go through production to turn the milk into valuable stuff and then sell it. I guess we'll see. I think I'm going to drop this in the yard, maybe clean it. When I was in England, I did know a couple of people with these, and very useful to stick a square bale in the back of usually hay to feed their horses or whatever. Okay, how's that? That is now, oh, that is whole, oh, that's whole crop silage, that's whole crop, oh, that's nice. Okay. So all of our wrap bales have turned into whole crop silage in spite of the fact this was conditioned grass up until 4 hours ago. So that's actually a good thing. Who's in the tractor? Ah. It's a lady this time. Okay, so far fewer worries about our silage production. So I'm guessing your variable silage comes from the silage clamps and not from whatever it is. I still want to find some sheds for the farm that will work for us. Because I would like to expand the number of silage clamps we have on the farm as well. Mind out, sheep. Dear sheep. Okay. Looks like the Deutz has caught us. I think what I can do, I'll probably put the baler away and then we'll drop the bales off in the main yard hitch the doits up to the bale shredder and shred some of this stuff. Shred some of this hay up into the bedding area. Don't have much. I mean, the only thing left to do for the month of August is sales on the last day and sales of perishables on the last day, and that may be all. So yeah, 3 fields on our right, actually that one, the one behind the grocery store, and the one opposite our yard. I harvested those earlier today, game day, and they are now all just cultivated and ready to seed. Okay, you need to have your worker turned off, and you put the baler away over there somehow. I think I did the math and I figured that the garden there will be done with seed and fertilizer in January. So at that point we're going to need to load it up. Probably, I don't think I've got a shovel, which means I'm going to need a shovel for the tractor so that we can move some manure down to it. Because since the cows are making a lot of manure, we have an opportunity. Okay. So I'll take this, I think I'll park it next to the shed. Right about there. And I'll run back here and tip the straw in the main yard. Which actually means driving through and coming back. Now, I have been taking advantage of the baling contract on that northernmost field and putting the bonus bales into the cow storage area on our left here. Especially since I knew I was planning to do Maize Plus, so the whole having it all around early is a good thing. What I'm not sure about is how the minerals are doing here, because we may have to take another trip to the store. And it's ticking down slowly. As you can see, we now have 500,000 litres of straw, but we only have about 200,000, 250 of hay and silage, so that is going to need serious increase. Food's up to 400,000, so no problems there. We're going to run out of mineral feed very soon though. Okay, let's get that tipping. That button, okay. We'll zoom out. That looks like it's finished. Unfortunately, you have to pull forward. Okay. So that still needs to be put away. I'm not going to do that right now. What I'm going to do is hitch up to the bale shredder. And as I said, we'll shred about 20 bales, or 10 bales, sorry, into the shredder. Now, okay, there we go. That'll work. I think I just need that clamp a little bit off the loading area. Then we can start pitching bales into it. So 11,000 litre bales, these are definitely going to do the cows some good here. And we may need to look at a much bigger shredder later. It's one of the reasons I'm actually thinking possibly going with a square bale production for straw. Okay, am I going through this the wrong way? Is this going to be totally awkward on me? Zoom in there. Do I have to close that up? Well, it used to work. I mean, it's certainly got a